Okay. You know, I'm here to like tell you a little story. This is a story about, we're calling them the brothers. It's about 4 friends that grew up together in inner city London. These friends, you know, they weren't influenced by any outside forces. They was only influenced by each other. They inspired each other musically, creatively, and any sort of fad or outside fashion or youth movement that was going on the streets of inner city London, they weren't interested in that. You know, they was only interested in themselves and what they were up to, and this inspired their music, their clothes, you know, and they were creative people. They painted, they drew, they made music, they acted, anything creative they were into. As they grew, they began to experiment with mind-altering substances. They began to experiment with psychotropics. And once they did this, the virginities of their minds were broken. They began to ask the fundamental questions of life. Why are they here? What's life about? What's the meaning of life? They wanted to know the answers to space and time. In this search, they began to seek a higher power, if you like. This is when they started to fragment. They got involved in a group of, on the outside, what seemed like-minded people that were searching for the truth. But this group of people wasn't all it cracked up to be. They weren't what they presented themselves as. They turned out to have sinister motives. When the brothers got involved in this group, they each went their separate way. They each got caught up, each looking for their own separate answer within the group. But when they found out that this group wasn't kosher, let's say, they each went their separate ways. One of the brothers, he decided to turn back to the psychotropics to find his answer in mind-altering substances. He used drugs to try and find the answers to the fundamental meaning of life. One of the other brothers looked to material things, money, to try and find his answers. You know, he couldn't find it there. Another one looked for women. He wanted to find his answers in women, you know, and he looked to the flesh to try and find the fundamental meaning of life, and he couldn't find it there. And another one looked for a conformity. You know, he decided to conform to society, you know, the way that society had brought him up to be. You know, and he tried to find the answers there. But none of them found the answers. They all ended up at a dead-end wall until one day they looked to the sky, so to speak, and they saw the bat signal. It drew them back to the one street of where they grew up, and they all gravitated back to that street. And they realised that what they really needed was each other. And once they found each other again, they realised that all the things they'd looked for in life, they realised that all them experiences could be used to fuel that creative energy and to teach others to be creative, forge a new direction for their lives. And so they embraced creativity once more. They found each other once more, and they began to try and enlighten the world, let's say. And in doing that, they found the one thing that they was searching for. And the thing that they were searching for wasn't outside. It wasn't in flesh. It wasn't in money. It wasn't in drugs. It wasn't in work and conformity. It was deep within themselves. And they found the answer that they were looking for, deep down within and amongst each other. And now the brothers exist together, doing what they can to lead the way creatively, to show others by their mistakes what to do and what they shouldn't do, and to continue to inspire, use their experience to benefit the youth of today. Now, I don't know if that's what you wanted, and where's the hair and makeup when you need it, eh? I'll leave it there. God bless.